Hello everyone, Holified Sane Gaming here. We are back to talk about Gekishin Squadron as the anniversary is upcoming. It's not long now, we've only, 2 or 3 weeks now until I'm hoping we start hearing a countdown soon. But joining me to talk about the anniversary is probably one of the best Gekishin Squadron content creators out there. And frankly, you should always go check out their channel, especially during the weekly stats, because frankly, they're much better at their game than I am. It's your boy Mike. Hey, your boy Mike.
It's your boy Mike. Yeah, I'm really excited for the anniversary as well. Like, we have the World Championship that's upcoming soon, and I feel like they could easily hint at, or at least like drop something for like the countdown of anniversary, or give us more information about it. Especially because there's going to be so many people watching it with the campaign that they're doing with Dokkan and Legends, where they're giving people rewards based off of if you get your choice right or wrong. So I think that they like if they are going to tease any characters, it's going to be like during that, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, we do still have like 3 weeks until we get the most of this stuff, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a shame because right now I've been talking in the Discord and to a lot of friends. I definitely haven't been replaying that much because I hit my A4. I don't care about S rank. Like, I really don't. I solo queue a lot, so I really do not want to put the hell. I've done it once, done my hell once with technical, and I don't care. And now if they start actually adding rewards to S rank, maybe with the anniversary they'll start adding rewards. But until that happens, I'm good with A4. Talk about the countdown, talk about teasers. It'd be cool, because we're expecting a fusion, right? That maybe.
I would say so. I would say there's a really high chance of it being a fusion character. It's got to add because they already have Vegito, and I feel like Vegito was he's anniversary level in terms of hype. I think they're gonna have to do Gogeta at this point, because why else wouldn't they have dropped it at this already? You know what I mean?
And I'll be honest, if I'm gonna go with any Gogeta, I do feel like it's gonna be Z Gogeta. I know that sounds weird because of how hyped Super Broly is, but I feel like if you're gonna do an anniversary, I think it's gonna be Super Gogeta. But the issue with that is, will he just start transformed, or will there be because I don't think we've ever really seen base Gogeta, right? I don't think he's really been. I don't think he's really fought much in base in Z. He pretty much went Super Saiyan right away, if I remember rightly. Yeah, I definitely feel like the Super Gogeta is definitely a thing.
It honestly just depends, right? Because I don't want to aim for the clouds and aim for something that's entirely just unrealistic, I guess. But at the same time, anniversary is make or break for a lot of these games, because we've seen it for things like Dokkan, we've seen it for things like Legends. When an anniversary is done
poorly,
it makes the whole game look bad, because it's dude, this is the biggest event for the game, and you're just doing horror. You're just not doing what you need to do, right? However, if I did have to give an idea of what could happen, what I would like to see is something like a Gamma's situation, where it's a tag Goku and Vegeta, right? And then once you get to level 7, or maybe once you have it where the character gets knocked out, or something like that, right? After a certain period of time, you can go ahead and transform and then turn into Super Gogeta, right? Or I've also kind of brought up this idea to Minatos as well, is they could make it where it's a Pycon character as well, and then once that character just gets knocked out, from that point onwards, it's just Gogeta.
See, I like that idea in theory, but I really feel like one of the reasons why the Gammas aren't played so much is because of the challenge and skill level that you need for the Gammas, because you've got the balance of both Gamma 1 and Gamma 2.
Right.
Now, add in the fusion and the fact that it's Goku and Vegeta, and maybe people will play it more, but I definitely feel like it will burst obviously at the start with a huge play rate, but I feel like it would drop off fast because of people will be scared about the skill level.
Maybe because I actually have it pulled up on the side. I can kind of look at it real quick. If we go ahead and look at Super Vegito, and obviously Super Vegito's a fusion, I feel like he's one of the more easier characters inside of the game. He is kind of just smack dab in the middle of pick rate. He's barely above Kid Goku, for example. He's at a 2.64% win or pick rate. So who knows? Like it honestly again just depends. But like if they also just want to do it where it's just like a Super Gogeta from the start and like he doesn't transform, that would also be fine as well. Another thing again that we kind of have to remember is that these are obviously going to be characters that have animations, so that would like be the only problem I think with making it where it's like a Pycon that like transforms into Gogeta, is that you're gonna be summoning for Pycon animations. You're not really gonna be summoning for
Yeah.
you're not gonna be really summoning for Gogeta animations unless it's like Super Saiyan Goku, for example, who has it where you only can do the KO after you transform. So like you can only get like Gogeta's finisher after you obviously transform.
Yeah. Well, I'm just thinking, actually, we're talking about it being like the transformation mechanic or like an awakening mechanic. What if, because it's anniversary, they do something new and add a new mechanic? What if they, instead of, maybe we can have like a one-shot attack instead of a transformation, maybe like an ultimate sort of thing, instead of having a standard transformation. Like maybe, you know, the ball that Gogeta uses to vanquish Janemba.
Soul Punisher, yeah.
You know, that cleanses evil. What if they could have that as a one-shot mechanic that deals a ton of damage to one target or something instead of like a transformation?
Maybe, yeah, that would be kind of cool. I was gonna say if they do drop a Gogeta though, and they gotta drop a Janemba too, it's gotta be both. I feel like again, Anniversary is kind of like it's a special time, so them dropping two characters I think is insanely likely. And if they gotta drop a Gogeta, I feel like it also has to be like a Janemba that drops with him too, just so like they could like easily market the Anniversary for like good versus evil and things like that, and make it where it's like Janemba is like this, where he's just like fat Janemba at the start, and then he's like super Janemba after he transforms. So it's a tank character that also I guess like just transforms at like level 7 or something like that, right? I was just gonna say that he might not have it where he could use his ultimate until after he transforms, similar to like Jiren and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Because I don't know if Fat Janemba would have the same super attack as like as Super Janemba, you know?
No, I agree. And yeah, I've always said with Janemba, what I want if we do get him is have Fat Janemba be like a slow, like high health, high armor, but slow mobility, like lower damage maybe tank that just, you know, blocks the battlefield. And then if you need team fights and fast encounters, like have the you know, transformation turns into Super Janemba, he loses some of his health and armor, but gains higher attack power with the transformation, so he becomes more squishy, but he does more damage, because they seem to love to give tanks damage in this game for some reason. That's just how I would have done Janemba. I guess they could give him it's an anniversary, could they give him like 2 super attacks maybe? Give him like the sword slash with Super Janemba when he transforms into the skinny one, and then give him maybe this sort. I'm sorry, anyone that watches this video, but because you're all going to hate me instantly for saying this, but give him like a teleport punch in base form. That
my brain's pulsing right now.
That can, you know, like how God Goku, you know, because his whole thing is all about, you know, dimension and hitting range and stuff like that, because he punches from distance by punching through dimensions and punching like away from where he actually is. So imagine like when he's Fat Janemba, it doesn't do much damage, but you can punch anywhere in the arena with his super attack. And then when he transforms, he gains like a closer range slash. That way, he technically got 2 supers, but hey, it's anniversary. Come on.
I mean, Gammas also have 2 supers as well. Like they have the core breaker, and then they also have like the when you do the 2 Gammas, right? But I will say, not to because I think that would be would be a little bit too toxic, right? If they wanted to do like a teleport, you know, if it's a teleporting thing, that's like we're going back to Gogeta.
No, what I'm talking is like Gogeta Goku's like Kamehameha, but he doesn't teleport. He just punches, like he teleports like a punch, if you understand what I mean. Like he himself doesn't move. You just can aim a punch somewhere else on the field.
What I was gonna say was what I would like to see more is do you remember during the Janemba versus Goku fight? He opens up like that. He opens up the portal, right? And then Goku's Ki Blast goes through the portal and then like immediately teleports behind Goku and then just blasts him from the back, right? I think that would be pretty cool, like as like a counter attack. And like again, it's just kind of like a barrier that Janemba puts in front of him. It eats like the Kamehameha or whatever key blast like the enemy is using, and then just like smacks them in the back with that key blast instead. And if he did have a teleport, I would rather it be something like that, where it's like a counter teleport, rather than it just being like another copy and paste ultimate that also teleports. You know what I mean? Like, I think at least I would prefer something like that, where it's like he starts to do the barrier, and then like his body like starts to teleport to right behind the person, and then bam, he just hits them back. Like that'd be cool as hell.
Yeah, just anything that would use the teleportation like gimmick, I would love, because I think that'd be kind of cool. As much as we love this, they haven't really stayed on theme for a lot of the characters, so I don't know if we'd get 2 of the same movie, even though it would be good for the anniversary. But I do feel like
first season they had it where it was Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Goten, right? The next season it was Vegeta, it was Ultimate Gohan and Broly. I mean, like, I guess you could say, I don't know. I would probably not say that Ultimate Gohan and Broly are like Majin Buu Saga, but like,
I mean, in theory they are, right? Kind of, not really, but kind of, a little bit, kind of.
Right. The thing is, I will say that like they did market this season as like a super villain season, right? Because they had Beerus, then they had Goku Black, then they had Jiren.
So do you think this could be the superhero season then? All three heroes for the anniversary? We just had 3 villains.
It could just be just movies in general. Yeah. Or just I don't think they'll do, because I don't want the, I don't know if I would want like 6 character season. So if they did like 2 1-in-1 and it's like Gogeta and Janemba, and then like who would be like another like major hype like movies, I would say like not super like a Z movie.
Rudigan, maybe? Then we get Hoi as a supporter.
Maybe. I mean, Tapion is coming as a supporter, so like.
Yeah, I forgot Tapion is a supporter, so we could see Rudigan, maybe. And Rudigan is, yeah, that. But then that would also be another tank, right?
Right. I mean, even Trunks has like the Tapion outfit as well. Honestly, it just depends on like, what they would want to do, but like it's pretty tough, because the issue is that most of the characters are just like already done, right? Like the only other one that I could think of if they wanted to do like a movies sort of celebration is maybe like Resurrection F, where it's like Golden Frieza and versus like Super Saiyan Blue Goku or like Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Yeah, we just had the gods and all that.
Yeah, and I don't think I want another Frieza so soon. As much as he's cool, we've really just only had Final Form Frieza. You know, before Dokkan got LR Final Form Frieza, we've already got him. I'm looking at the list of movie characters on Dokkan. As much as I would love to say Garlic Jr. is the hypest, I don't think it's going to be Garlic Jr. or Dr. Wheelo. I know I just said about...
Oh, maybe a tag Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, and then it's like versus Metal Cooler.
Yeah, I was about to say Metal Cooler. I know I just said no Frieza, because we just got a Frieza, and we've already got a Cooler, but a Metal Cooler would be cool. No pun intended there, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would love a Metal Cooler too, because that could just literally be another character where it's like you kill him and then he just like comes back like 5 seconds later. He just revives as like another Metal Cooler.
Yeah, you'd have to have his big spaghetti star as part of his kit.
Right.
But yeah, I don't think Android 13 is anniversary worthy, and we already have Broly, so even though we could get Super Broly, I guess we could get Super Broly, but I would prefer, if we're going to go with movie bosses, I would definitely prefer either Metal Cooler, Rudigan, or Janemba. Those would be the ones I would pick if I had to pick any of the movie bosses. For anniversary, should we say, because I still want my Garlic Jr. at some point.
I don't want them to do another Broly this soon either, because it's kind of like in the same like predicament as Frieza from.
Yeah, same. I agree.
Where I feel like it probably is just like a little too soon. That's like half anniversary for next year. Is like Broly versus is like Gogeta Blue. I feel like
if it had been a technical, see, I was hoping when people were thinking about Broly. So I know it sounds weird, but I was hoping for the physical LR Broly, from Super with Chilai and Lemo. I was actually hoping for a technical Broly with them as part of his attacks. Kind of like, you know, how Daima Goku has, you know, Pansy and as part of his Pansy as part of his attacks. I was actually hoping, I know a lot of people weren't like that, but I was kind of hoping for a Broly with Lemon and Chilai as part of his kit. And then, like, maybe he gets angry and awakens, and then, you know, then he just becomes on his own after level 7. I was hoping for something unique like that. I don't know what Lemma would do, but I just thought it'd be cool. I'm excited to see what we're doing for the anniversary. As you said, I'm hoping to. It'd be interesting to see if we get 2 characters at the start. If they do 2 characters, I feel like they have to do it some sort of bundle discount, because otherwise that's what, 500 gems, which isn't too bad. But I feel like if they're going to do that, they're going to have to discount them. My opinion, if they're going to bundle them at the start, if you're gonna have 2 characters part 1.
Yeah, the only thing I'm like half of the thing is, right, I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulder when I say this, right? It's better for me, and I like it's a little bit worse for free-to-play players. Well, I guess it just depends on if they do the same thing again. But what I would hope is that they do another bundle like how they did for God Goku, where they just made it where you can buy all of his rare animations or all of the epic animations with the character, rather than just having it where it's like you having to summon for them. Because at the end of the day, I think having to summon for all the animations is going to take you more gems than if you just bought them outright. Now, obviously, the Dragon Gems aren't given as much as like as golden capsules, so like I said, it would hurt at least a little bit of the free-to-play fan base. But then again, they could just put the animations on the banner. I don't know why they didn't put any of Godku's animations other than his legendaries on the banner, right? But it would also be cool if, again, like how you said, they made it where they just bundled the characters too. So it's like Fusion Reborn bundle, right, where it's like Gogeta and Janemba, and you could just buy them for like 400 gems rather than the usual 500. Or having it where, again, you could just get the epic animations with the character, so that way you don't really have to worry about summoning for that, because then you'll just have the intro, you'll have the win screen, and you'll have the MVP screen, all with just like the price, the one set price. And again, I prefer it with that.
And I don't want to confirm this at all, but I do feel like if they do with the anniversary, they'll probably bring back the sales. You know, from the start, you know, when we had the starter sales and then we had them come back. I do feel like for those that are mild spenders, that bundle will probably come back. You know, I think it was like $8.
Oh, for sure. There's going to be anniversary. Like they gotta drop anniversary sales again. I don't want to again, like, set expectations too high and then be like, oh my god, guys, they're going to be giving you like 1 billion gems in your inbox. Like, everyone open up your thing right now. It's like when Project Multi was ending. You know what I mean? Where they just give like infinite gems to you to continue something. Like, that's not happening for anniversary. Like, it is just what it is, right? But at the same time, I think we do need to set the standard of having like some sort of expectation when it comes to that, because it's anniversary. Like, again, the community has already been like super like negative, I would say, when it comes to this, and it's in part to blame of Gekishin because of like the balance changes not being as good as they are, and just some of these characters coming out and then continuously being broken at time and time and again, right? Like, anniversary has to step up and have to be like, okay, you know what, we're giving you like 250 gems for free. Like,
yeah, basically give you 1 free character.
I think at the bare minimum it should be something like that, for sure. Easily there should be sales, there should be like login bonuses, there should be like a new way to get dragon gems that are like maybe with like the season bonus, like how you were talking about with like rank rewards and things like that, because it shouldn't just be half anniversary again. They cannot do it like that. The half anniversary did not even feel like an anniversary sort of like celebration, I will say.
Yeah, it was basically a slightly increased month, but not really. It was okay, but like,
yeah,
I don't think it really got that many players back, and this needs to get players back. The player count is dropping.
Right.
Also, I know a lot of people don't play them, but can I finally get some rewards for my sub rules? I enjoy the sub rules. You keep updating the sub rule map, but not the main map. Can we get something, please? I want even if it's just bots, I just want the ability to play the sub rules sometimes, and I feel like it.
That's true. They don't even let you play bots and sub roles. That's really dumb.
Yeah, I will take being frustrated at having bots if it means I actually get to play it. Yeah, talk about that quickly before we start wrapping this up. I would love to see a new map as well. Like, this map has been around for so long. I would love to see a change in location for the anniversary. I just want to say thank you so much for joining.
Of course.
But yeah, we'll talk more as we get closer to the anniversary, as we get more information. I'm hoping we get some countdown deals probably next week, right? I'm hoping so. That might clash with Dokkan, so we'll see, because Dokkan's GDC countdown is going to be starting soon. Before we end, what are you doing? Where can they find you and stuff?
Well, don't forget that we're doing the part 2 on my channel where we talk about the characters that we like to be nerfed and buffed and all that too. So
sorry, I'm so used to having guests on with podcasts that that's my instinct. Because I do so many podcasts with guests that as soon as I get a guest on, my brain instantly goes into podcast mode. I am very I've been doing podcasts for a decade, so.
I'm your boy Mike. You can find me on youtube.com/yourboymike.
But that, when you've been doing a podcast for over a decade, like, you.
No, I get it. But yeah, what?
But seriously, please go check out his channel. This will be probably a collab video, so please go check out part 2 on his channel. Lovely individual, lovely creator, and I'm very happy to have him on. Hopefully we can do some games in the future and you can see how bad I actually am. So I'm looking forward to that.
I mean, if they do like the what is it called, like the beta again, easily we would do that. Once we get our early access to Gogeta, that's when we'll collab again.
Thank you, everyone. Like the video, subscribe. We're getting close to 450 subscribers. We're currently around, I think, 436 at the time of recording. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Leave a comment down below. What characters are you looking forward to? And until next time, bye-bye.